Hello my dear students. Last class we have discussed about the physical properties of metals. What are the physical properties of metals? Okay, they have malleability, ductility and they conduct heat, then conduct electricity and high melting and boiling point, etc. Then what is mean by malleability? Okay, metals can be beaten to thin sheet by hammering and gold is a most malleable metal. And then what is mean by ductility? Okay, metals can be drawn to thin fine wires and this is called ductility. Then what is mean by sonority? Metals can produce sound by tapped with a hard material. Metals can produce sound by tapped with a hard materials and metal conduct heat. Silver, you know that silver is the best conductor of electricity and silver is also the best conductor of heat. Okay. Then next today we are going to study the chemical properties of metals. Chemical properties of metals. Here is some important points for you. First one, page number 157. Iron article kept outside our houses get destroyed through rusting over a period of time. Iron article kept outside our houses get destroyed through rusting over a period of time. Then next one, gold, silver, platinum are usually used for making ornaments. Then next one, buttermilk is not stored in aluminium vessel. Buttermilk is not stored in aluminium vessel. Next one, verdigris or clav is formed on copper vessel. First point is iron article kept outside our houses get destroyed through rusting over a period of time. Next one, gold, silver, platinum etc. are usually used for making ornaments and buttermilk is not stored in aluminium vessel. Verdigris or clav is formed on copper vessel. Have you ever thought of the reason behind this? Let us do some experiments. First one, our first topic is reaction with air. Reaction with the air. Here is an experiment for you. First, you cut a small piece of sodium with a knife. Using a knife, cut a small piece of sodium. Then you observe the metallic luster at newly formed surface. You can see there is a shining appearance, the newly formed surface. Then keep it exposed to air for some times. First you cut a piece of sodium with a knife. Using a knife or blade, you cut the piece of sodium and the lustering, metallic luster at a newly formed surface. There is a presence of shining appearance at the newly faced surface and kept for some time. Keep it exposed to air for some time. Then what happened to the surface? What happened to the surface? Okay, the metallic luster loses, the shining appearances loses, or the metals sodium get tarnished in the atmosphere. Sodium get tarnished in the atmosphere. First you take cut a piece of sodium with a knife, then the newly formed surface has a shiny appearance and keep it exposed to air for some time and what happened to the surface? The metallic luster loss, or the sodium get tarnished in the atmosphere. The sodium get tarnished in the atmosphere. Next experiment is, take aluminium wire, rub its surface with a sandpaper. Take a aluminium wire, then rub its surface with a sandpaper. Then don't you see metallic luster? Okay, don't you see shining appearance? And keep for some time, or keep for 2 or 3 days and observe the changes. Okay, aluminium get tarnished, aluminium loses its metallic luster. Okay, metallic luster in the atmosphere. Okay, by doing this experiment, metals like by doing this experiment, you can understand when metals come to contact with atmosphere, they undergo chemical reaction with different components of air, and metal loses its luster and get tarnished. Metal loses its luster and get tarnished. Metals like copper, magnesium, etc. also react similarly with atmospheric air. Okay, metals like magnesium, copper also react with atmospheric air. Okay, here the reaction with air, metals come into contact with the atmosphere and they undergo chemical reaction with the different components of air, and metals loses its luster and get tarnished. Next one is, first sodium is a highly reactive metal, or sodium very fast react with air very fastly. Sodium react with air very fastly. Okay, first the experiment is reaction of sodium with air, then second one aluminium with air. Then by doing this experiment, you can understand. Okay, when metals come into contact with the atmospheric air, they undergo chemical reaction and loses its metallic luster. Metallic luster. Metallic luster. Okay, metals when in come to contact with the atmospheric air, they loses its metallic luster and get tarnished. Okay, then second chemical property is reaction of metal with water. Reaction of metal with water. Reaction of metals with water. Here is an experiment for you. Take 2 beakers and fill 3/4 of them with water. Take 2 beakers and fill 3/4 of them with water. Then add a small piece of sodium in the first beaker and a small piece of copper. A piece of copper in second beaker, and observe the changes. Observe the reaction taking place in 2 beakers. Okay, first you take 2 beaker and fill 3/4 of them with water. Then add a small piece of sodium in first beaker containing water, and second one a piece of copper in second beaker. Okay, then observe the changes. You can see that sodium react vigorously with water and release hydrogen gas. Sodium react with water and release or liberate hydrogen gas. We can write the equation. sodium react with water, sodium react with water and form sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen. Okay. When sodium react with water, sodium hydroxide and hydrogen form. Okay. We can write this equation using chemical reaction using symbols and chemical formula. Symbols and chemical formula. Na plus H2O gives NaOH plus H2. NaOH plus H2. 2Na. Okay. For balancing the chemical equation, write 2 here and here for balancing the chemical equation. Okay. Sodium react with water and form sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. Under favorable conditions, certain metals react with water and release hydrogen. Under favorable condition, certain metals react with water and liberate hydrogen gas. Here sodium, calcium, magnesium. Here sodium, calcium, potassium, calcium, etc. react with water and magnesium react with hot water. Okay. Here magnesium react with hot water. Sodium, potassium, calcium, etc. react with water and liberate hydrogen gas. Okay. First, under favorable condition, certain metals react with water and liberate hydrogen gas. Next chemical property is reaction of metals with acid. Reaction of metals with acid. You are familiar with the chemical reaction between zinc and hydrochloric acid. What are the products formed by the reaction between zinc and hydrochloric acid? Okay, zinc chloride and hydrogen. How can you identify the presence of hydrogen? Okay, by the reaction between zinc and you take zinc and hydrochloric acid in a test tube, then show a burning matchstick at the mouth of the test tube. Matchstick burns with a pop sound, that is due to the presence of hydrogen. There is a pop sound produced. Okay. Here some questions for you. First one, what are the products formed when zinc react with hydrochloric acid? Okay, zinc chloride and hydrogen. When zinc react with hydrochloric acid, zinc chloride plus hydrogen formed. Hydrogen are formed. Okay, then here is some questions for you. You should take zinc, aluminum, iron and magnesium. Zinc, aluminum, iron, magnesium. First you should take zinc, aluminum, magnesium, iron in separate test tube and add or take equal amount of hydrochloric acid in separate test tube and observe the chemical reaction. Observe the chemical reaction. Okay, here is some questions for you. Which of these metals react with acid? Okay, zinc, aluminum, magnesium, iron react with the acid. Then which of the metal react most vigorously? Okay, here magnesium react with the acid. Okay, vigorously. Is there any metal which do not react with the acid? Okay, copper do not react with the acid. And then let us write the balanced chemical equation of the of some of these reactions. Okay, let us write the balanced chemical equation of the some of these reactions. First one is zinc react with the hydrochloric acid. You have already studied that when metals react with the acid, hydrogen gas is formed. Okay. When zinc, the chemical formula symbol of zinc is Zn. When zinc react with the hydrochloric acid, zinc chloride and hydrogen gas is formed. Zinc chloride and hydrogen gas is formed. Then here for balancing write to here. The next one magnesium. Magnesium react with hydrochloric acid and form magnesium chloride and hydrogen. Magnesium chloride and hydrogen. Next one iron, Fe. Iron react with the hydrochloric acid and form FeCl2 plus H2. Then next aluminum. React with the hydrochloric acid to form AlCl3 plus H2. For balancing, write here 6, 2, 2. Okay. These are the some chemical reaction when metals react with the hydrochloric acid. When metals like zinc, aluminum, zinc, magnesium and iron etc. react with the hydrogen gas and form along with the salt of metals. Along with the salt of metals, metals like zinc, magnesium, iron, aluminum etc. liberate or form hydrogen gas along with the salt of the metals. Okay. And you know that lemon, buttermilk etc. contain acid. You know that lemon, buttermilk etc. contain acid. Here is some question, two questions for you in your textbook. Okay, first one. Why stainless steel knife is prepared to an iron knife to cut a lemon, and also why is not wise to store buttermilk in aluminum vessel, because buttermilk contain acid and lemon also contain acid. These acids react with metals. Aluminum is a metal and iron is also a metal. These metals react with the acid and undergo chemical reactions and liberate hydrogen. Okay. We have discussed about the chemical properties of metals. First one, the reaction of metals with the air. Then second one, reaction of metals with the water. Then third one, reaction of metals with the acid. Okay. In your textbook, there is some questions for you. First one, reaction with the air, page number 158. First question, when the reaction between sodium and air, what happened to the surface? What could be the reason? Sodium get tarnished and tarnished in the atmosphere. Okay, second question. Take aluminum wire and rub its surface with sandpaper. Don't you see bright metallic luster? Within few days, it get tarnished. Why does it happen? Okay, aluminum lost its luster or shining in the atmosphere. Or aluminum lost its luster or shining in the atmosphere. Okay, next one. Reaction of metals with water. First activity, take 2 beaker and add a piece of sodium in first beaker with water and a piece of copper in second beaker with water. Then which of the metal react with water? Okay, sodium react with water. Then which gas was formed during this reaction? Which gas? Okay, hydrogen gas. Under favorable condition, some metals react with water and form hydrogen gas. Okay. The next one, a reaction of metals with acid. Okay. First you write down the product formed as the result of the reaction between zinc and hydrochloric acid. Which are the product? Okay, zinc chloride and hydrogen. Next, metals like zinc, aluminum, iron, magnesium are taken in different test tube and containing and add dilute hydrochloric acid. What is your observation? Which of these metals react with acid? Okay, zinc, aluminum, iron and magnesium. Okay, then which of these metals reacted most vigorously? Okay, magnesium. Is there any metals which do not react with acid? Copper not react with acid. Then which gas is liberated during this reaction? How would you detect it? Or show a burning matchstick or incense stick at the mouth of the test tube. Matchstick burns with a pop sound. There is a presence of hydrogen gas. Matchsticks burns with a pop sound. Okay. Is there a difference in the vigorous reaction of metals with acid? Yes. Okay. Then you should complete the chemical equation of the reaction between magnesium with HCl, then iron with HCl and aluminum with HCl. Okay, Mg plus HCl gives MgCl2 plus H2. Then Fe plus HCl gives FeCl2 plus H2. Al plus HCl gives AlCl3 plus H2. Okay, then you know that metals are classified on the basis of their reactivity. And metals are classified on the basis of their reactivity. Okay, now we are going to study the next topic, corrosion of metals. Corrosion of metals. Okay, iron is a metal used extensively in our daily life. Iron is a metal used extensively in our daily life. And do the articles made of iron undergo any change over a period of time? Over a period of time? Okay, you can see that you are familiar with the iron articles painting after a long period of time. Okay, then we paint iron bar windows. What would happen if we do not do so? Okay, we paint the iron bars. If we do not do so, what happen? Okay, the iron undergo rusting. Okay, the iron undergo rusting. Can you tell me what is the reason? Okay, here is a experiment for you, or a project for you in your textbook. Do you know the factors which favor the rusting of iron? Do you know the factors which favor the rusting of iron? Okay, here is a project for you. You should do this project. First, the materials required for this project are clean dry test tube 4 nose. The test tube number is 4. We want 4 test tube for this experiment. Okay, clean dry test tube 4 nose. Test tube 4. Then next one, rust free clean iron nail. Rust free clean iron nail 4. Rust free clean iron nail 4. Okay, then we want quicklime. Quicklime 10 gram. The next material for this experiment is sodium chloride solution 25 ml. Then next, dilute hydrochloric acid or vinegar 25 ml. Dilute hydrochloric acid or vinegar 25 ml. Then next material for this experiment is coke 1. These are the materials needed for this experiment of this project. Test tube 4, then iron nail 4, quicklime 10, sodium chloride solution 25 ml, dilute HCl 25 ml or vinegar coke 1. Then arrange, first you take put iron nail 1 each in 4 test tube. First you take 4 test tube, then put iron nail in each of the test tube. Like figure 7.8, page number 160. Okay. Then drop a small piece of moist cotton in the test tube, first test tube, and keep it atmosphere. Okay, keep it exposed in the atmosphere. Okay, first you drop a small piece of moist cotton in the first test tube. First you take a 4 test tube, then put 4 nails in each test tube, and then drop a piece of cotton, moist cotton in the first test tube, then keep it exposed in the air. Then second one, in the second test tube put some quicklime and kept it closed using a cork. Okay, second test tube add some quicklime and kept it closed with a cork. Okay, then third one, the third test tube pour some sodium chloride solution such that half of the nail stay immersed in it. Okay, half of the nail stay immersed in it. Okay, third test tube containing sodium chloride and half of the nail stay immersed in it, and fourth test tube containing acid or vinegar, hydrochloric acid or vinegar, then keep stay the half of the nail stay immersed in it. Okay, immerse in it, half of the nail immerse in it. Okay, then in fourth test tube you add hydrochloric acid or vinegar, then you should care half of the nail should immerse in it. Then observe after few days, 4 or 5 days, observe the chemical change happening there. Okay, happening in each test tubes. Okay, here in your textbook there is some questions for you. First question, which test tube had their nails rusted? Which test tube had their nails rusted? Okay, the test tube containing acid and the test tube containing sodium chloride. Then last there is a slow reaction taking place in the that test tube in there is a presence of cotton, moist cotton. Okay, then which test tube had maximum amount of rust in the iron nail kept in them? Okay, the test tube containing sodium chloride solution and the test tube containing acid. The test tube containing acid, we can see more rust. Then next question, what are the factors which favor the corrosion of iron article kept exposed in the atmosphere? Okay, there is a presence of oxygen and the moisture present in the atmosphere and other minerals present in the atmosphere. Which of the nail did not rust? What could be the reason? The nail that is kept at quicklime. Quicklime can absorb moisture. Quicklime can absorb moisture. So, the nail did not rust. The nail did not rust. Okay. Then iron get rusted. Iron get rusted. Okay, iron get rusted when it enters into a chemical reaction between the atmospheric air or moisture present in the atmosphere. Okay, iron get rusted when it enters into a chemical reaction with oxygen and moisture present in the atmosphere. Okay, very important point. Iron get rusted when it enters into a chemical reaction between the atmospheric air and moisture present in the atmosphere. And then tell me what is mean by corrosion. Iron and other metals undergo chemical reaction with different components in the atmosphere and form new product. Okay. Iron and some other metals that undergo chemical reaction with the air and form new product, and this is called corrosion. This is called corrosion. This is called corrosion. Iron and some other metals react with the atmosphere, the components in the atmosphere, and undergo corrosion and form new product, and this is called corrosion. Okay, first here the experiment take 4 test tube and then 4 clean dry test tube, then add a nail in each test tube, then add a moist cotton in first test tube, then second test tube containing quicklime and closed with a cork, then third test tube sodium chloride, then last fourth test tube hydrochloric acid. You can see that the test tube containing sodium chloride and hydrochloric acid, there is a rust formation very fastly. Okay, there is a rust formation very fastly. Then what is mean by corrosion? Okay, iron and some other metals enters into or react with the atmospheric components in the air and undergo new product or undergo corrosion. Okay, form new product, and this is called corrosion. Here is some questions for you in your textbook. First one, why do you think iron windows bars in house close to the seashore corrode faster? Why do you think the iron window bars in houses close to the seashore corrode faster? The moisture present in the atmosphere will be more in the seashore. The moisture and other minerals present in the atmosphere are more in the seashore, and salt may dissolve in the humidity. Okay, salt may dissolve in the humidity, and it will cause corrosion. It will cause corrosion. Next one. Metals like sodium, potassium are not are stored in kerosene. Why? Because they react with air and form moisture present in the atmosphere and form oxide, carbonates, hydroxide and carbonates, and it corrode very fastly. Okay, it react with the atmospheric air and form their oxides and corrode, it will cause corrosion. Okay, next question. Are the metals which are resistant to corrosion? Yes, silver, gold, platinum, etc. the metals which are resistant to corrosion. And next, what are the possible steps can be adopted to prevent the rusting of iron? Okay, painting, metal covering, that means electroplating. Then electroplating means galvanization, etc. Applying grease or oil, etc. We can prevent the rusting of iron. Okay, first one is painting, metal covering. Then applying oil or grease, we can prevent the corrosion in some extent. Okay, some extent we can prevent the corrosion by painting, applying oil or grease, then metal covering, etc. Then what is mean by corrosion? Okay, iron and a number of other metals react with different components of air and form new product, and this is called this process is called corrosion. Okay, we can prevent the corrosion by painting. Then next, metal covering, applying grease or oil, etc. Okay, now this is the time to bind up my class. Okay, thank you.